Ladies and gentlemen, a dramatic reading by Mr. Mark Cram.
I just want to say that this is the greatest place to come any day of the week, and I'm glad to be here. I had a birthday a few days ago, and as those milestones do, it got me thinking about my life and about, what my life's all about. I've always been a positive person. I don't know whether it's because I'm a Pisces, or maybe I had a fairly normal childhood, or maybe I'm just an old soul, and I've been around long enough to know that all of this is just an illusion, and that life is really about what I say it's about. I don't really know the true answer to that, but I do know that for me, life has almost always been a happy experience. Now, the downside to all of this is that there are people out there who don't always like it that I see life's glass as half full. They like to say things like, you're not living in the real world, or they accuse me of being foolish, or worse than that, delusional. And maybe I am. But none of that is enough to pull me over to their side of the positive-negative continuum. Now, do I have down days? Sure. But I don't let them define my life. There is something inside me that tells me that everything always works out. And so far, it has. My life, maybe this is delusional, but I don't think so. My life, all 64 years of it, have brought me to a place where I can say, and mean it, that I'm happy. Now, do I accept all this without examination? No. As Socrates was quoted as saying, the unexamined life is not worth living. So, as I was searching for answers, I decided that I would find them. So in 1970, as a sophomore in college, I found philosophy. And there I found people that were just like me, asking these questions and searching for the answers, just for the joy of doing it. And of course, there was a lot of people who influenced me, but tonight I just want to share three with you. The first was William James, and he said, "Success or failure depends more upon attitude than upon capacity. Successful men act as though they have accomplished or are enjoying something. Soon, it becomes reality. Act, look, feel successful, conduct yourself accordingly, and you will be amazed at the positive results." And then there's Joseph Campbell. He said, "All the time, it is miraculous. I even have a superstition that has grown on me as a result of invisible hands coming all the time. Namely, that if you do follow your bliss, it puts you on a track that has been there all the time, waiting for you. And the life that you ought to be living is the life that you are living. When you can see that, you begin to meet people who are in your field of bliss, and they begin to open doors for you. So I say, follow your bliss, don't be afraid, and doors will open where you never knew they were." And finally, there's J. Krishnamurti. And he said, "What is the relationship between yourself and the misery, the confusion in and around you? Surely this confusion, this misery did not come by itself. You and I have created it. Not a capitalist, nor a communist, nor a fascist society. But you and I have created it in our relationship with each other. What you are within is projected onto the world. What you are, what you think, what you feel, what you do in your everyday existence is projected outwardly and constitutes our world. If we are miserable, confused, chaotic within, by projection, that becomes the world. That becomes our society. Because the relationships between myself and yourself, between yourself and another, that is society. Society is a product of our relationship. And if our relationship is confused, egocentric, narrow, limited, national, then we project that and bring chaos into the world. Okay, that was a little heavy, I understand. But once you have asked the questions and you formulated the answers for yourself, you must go outside yourself and connect with another person. If you can bring a sense of calm and knowing, you will begin to create your world so that happiness and positivity is the environment that you live in. Now, I can't make you see the world the way I do, but I hope that I can share some of my happiness on you and make your day a little brighter. The bottom line is this: I don't know where my view of the world came from, but I know that I can keep creating it, and I hope you can too.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Cram.